This video is a lead on from my previous video, which is about control and the costs of control to us. And this one is about how we are taught to think our way through everything, to use logic over emotion. And we hear terms like, oh, you're being too emotional or you're being irrational. It's almost as if the not feeling makes us stronger and in somehow in control. And it's like second nature initially until you kind of stop and think and realize that, well, I started to realize that how much of life, how much of experience of life I'd actually filtered out just to present this image of being in control. This is really to try and get people to realize that we can incorporate logic and emotion. We can make decisions with emotion as well. When we cut emotion out, especially of the decision making process, we're not only cutting out the depth, we're cutting out our connection to humanity, to each other as beings of light, as human beings. And even more importantly, we're cutting off our connection to our higher self, which surely we should be using in the problem solving situations. It started early with statements like, "Oh, just stick to the facts," where we're made to separate logic and feeling. We can't use the two at the same time, and it worked. It worked for a while until it stopped working. I looked like I was all in control, but actually, I was just working in autopilot, functioning in autopilot, using logic without feeling. It's like standing out in the sunshine, but not actually feeling the warmth of the sun. Going back to my emotional composting roots there. And the irony is that we call this acting on logic without emotion, we'll tend to call it clarity. I used to think I had to choose between the two. I used to think I either had to be logical or emotional. But now I see that the two were never meant to be separated. Logic gives structure and emotion gives meaning. And it's when we combine the two in the decision making process, that's when we can really start to move forward with purpose, with direction, and with connection. So maybe for you, it's time to stop trying to control your feelings and emotions and just learn from them.